여러분 안녕하세요. 잘 지내셨죠? So welcome back to another video. So today I will be talking about a very important but sensitive topic as far as living in Korea is concerned. This has to do with the use of public toilets, hotels or motels. Why do you need to be careful? You have to be careful because of spy cams or hidden cameras that might be placed in some of those public buildings or toilets. It's not like I'm trying to say that the cameras are placed there by the authorities. No, far from that. This has to do with unscrupulous fellows placing cameras in some of those buildings to maybe make some money for themselves. This is something that is kind of very common. I guess some of you might have heard, but the real problem is that there's not that much that is being done to stop it. What do I mean by that? It means most of the people who do that don't end up getting jail terms. They might get maybe financial penalties for those crimes. So, how does this manifest? There are a couple of ways that your nude videos or pictures could be out there on the internet without your knowledge. The first one is that if you're using a public toilet, some guy might have placed a hidden camera. You know, it's a technological country. The camera might be very small to the point where you might not be able to realize that it's a camera, and it might be recording you while you're using the toilet without your knowledge. The second one is in hotels. It could be placed in hotels or motels without your knowledge, and they might be recording you. Imagine a scenario where you are in a hotel or a motel with a partner, and then you're having fun, and then somebody's recording you without your knowledge. It happens. The most common one is through blackmailing. You could be blackmailed into sending in your nude photos or almost partially nude. How does it happen? Sometimes it might happen in the form of a job advertisement, where you might find an advertisement where you'll be asked to apply for a particular job, especially for foreigners, and then when you apply, they'll ask you to send in some pictures or videos of yourself. Sometimes they will ask it to be partially naked, and then when you send it, they'll use that picture to blackmail you to send more damaging photos about yourself. They'll use it to blackmail you to send to them more damaging photos or videos. And then when you send those damaging photos or videos, they'll then use it now to make money in platforms like Telegram, where they have chat rooms with sometimes more than 200 participants in that chat room, who would pay as much as $1,500 to view such videos. Another one is, it might be in the form of you working as a model. You know, as models, sometimes they take pictures, and then you might, for example, if you're working as a model for a clothing company, in the process of you dressing in the changing your clothes in the dressing room, the camera might be there recording you without your knowledge, and then they would use it to make some money for themselves up there. They'll use it to make money for themselves. So you have to be very careful when you're using public places like hotels, motels. If you're a model, when you're using the dressing rooms, you have to be very careful so as not to get yourself recorded without your knowledge. So this is something that has been happening for the past 10 years, and sometimes Koreans go out and protest, requesting that the government should land heavy jail terms for the perpetrators of those acts, but in most cases they end up getting maximum, maybe like in 2018 there was one lady who had a 10-month jail term because she had to publish the videos of his modeling partner because they had an argument. So as a means to tarnish the guy's email, as a means to tarnish the guy's image, the girl decided to upload his videos online, videos of him dressing up, videos of him taking those photo shots as a model. And then there is another situation that is currently going on now. The guy is under prosecution in the Seoul. This guy has been using he has been using recording device to change his voice, which means he might be talking to the opposite partner. For example, if he has decided to disguise as a female with a video or material that he might have taken from the internet, he might be talking to a man the other way, and the man will be seeing a woman talking without actually knowing that he is talking to a woman who has succeeded in cloning the video to look as if you're actually talking to a woman. And then he will actually go to the point of arranging a meeting with the man who is talking at the other end. So it's not just about adults who've been victims to such situations. Minors have equally been victim to this guy's evil act. Like, it is reported that about 7 minors fell into his trap, and he actually invited them to come to his hotel and equally made some arrangement for motels. For example, while you're talking to a lady, actually thinking that you're talking to a lady, not knowing that you're talking to a man who has cloned himself as a woman and who is using a recording device to change his voice and to avoid being dictated. He actually arranged a meeting for you to come and meet with the person you're talking to, either at his home or in a hotel, and then in some cases they'll record some of the sexual acts. So you have to be very careful when you're using public toilets so that you don't get your videos out there. When you're using hotels, when you're using motels, you have to be very careful. If not, you might end up seeing your videos out there on the internet without your knowledge. So that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and then if you've not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that please, and then I'll see you in the next video.